Fewer than 1 in 100 candidates have ever reached Band 9 in IELTS speaking. Ready to join them? In this video, you will hear Band 9 answers from a native speaker. I've thousands of candidates worldwide to go from Band 6.5 to Band 8 in speaking. Today is your turn. Watch the full video. Let's get started. Part 1. Introduction and Interview. Good morning. My name is John Taylor. Could you tell me your full name, please?
Good morning. My full name is Jessica Margaret Evans, but most people just call me Jess.
Do you work or study?
I currently work as a junior architect at a design firm. I graduated about 2 years ago, and since then, I've been gaining experience by working on residential and urban planning projects.
Do you often go to the library?
Not as much as I used to. During university, the library was practically my second home, especially during exam periods. These days, I mostly use online resources, but I do visit the library occasionally when I need a quiet space to read or focus deeply.
How often do children in your country go to the library?
Unfortunately, I think it's becoming less common. While schools sometimes organize library visits, many children prefer digital entertainment at home. That said, there are still families who encourage reading, and some community libraries run weekend storytelling sessions to attract young readers.
When was the last time you visited a library?
About a month ago, I went there to pick up a book on sustainable design. It was a refreshing change from reading on a screen. The atmosphere was calm, and I ended up spending a couple of hours browsing.
Do you like chocolate?
Absolutely. I have quite a sweet tooth, and dark chocolate in particular is my weakness. I appreciate how it can be both indulgent and, in moderation, even healthy due to its antioxidant content.
Why is chocolate so popular around the world?
I think it's a combination of its rich taste, versatility, and emotional association. People often link chocolate with celebrations, comfort, or even romance, so it's more than just food. It carries sentimental value. Plus, it comes in so many forms that there's something for everyone.
Do people in your country often give chocolate as a gift?
Yes, especially during holidays like Christmas, Valentine's Day, or even as a simple thank you gesture. It's seen as a safe yet thoughtful present, and with so many artisan brands available now, it can feel quite special.
Part 2. Cue card. Free time activity. Now, I'm going to give you a topic and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Here's your cue card. You have 1 minute to prepare. Describe a free time activity that you enjoyed doing when you were younger. You should say what the activity was, where and when you did it, who you did it with, and explain why you enjoyed doing it. 1 minute for preparation has passed. Please begin when you're ready.
One free time activity I absolutely loved when I was younger was building tree houses with my cousins during summer holidays. My grandparents lived in a rural area surrounded by woodland, and every summer we'd spend several weeks there, away from city life. There was this huge old oak tree at the edge of their property, and my cousins and I decided it would be the perfect spot for a secret hideout. We'd gather scrap wood, ropes, nails, and all kinds of random materials we could find in the shed, supervised, of course, and spend days constructing a rickety little structure in the branches. We didn't have any real carpentry skills, but that was part of the charm. We'd build ladders out of branches, hang a plastic bucket from a pulley to carry snacks, and even paint signs like, "No grown-ups allowed." The treehouse wasn't particularly sturdy, but it was ours. Sometimes we'd pretend it was a pirate ship or a spy base. Our imaginations really ran wild. What made this activity so enjoyable was the sense of freedom and creativity it gave us. There were no screens, no adult interference, just the fresh air, our ideas, and a shared sense of purpose. I also think the physical aspect of building something with our own hands made it incredibly rewarding. Looking back, I realize it wasn't just play. We were learning teamwork, problem solving, and even a bit of physics without knowing it. To this day, I remember those summers with fondness. They were simple, joyful, and filled with a sense of wonder that's hard to replicate as an adult.
Part 3. Two-way discussion. Is it important for children to have frequent breaks at school?
Yes, definitely. Children have relatively short attention spans, and long periods of uninterrupted study can lead to fatigue and decreased retention. Frequent breaks allow them to recharge mentally and physically. Short recess periods can improve focus, reduce stress, and even enhance social interaction, which is crucial for overall development.
How do children in your country usually spend their free time?
It varies quite a bit. Some children are involved in extracurricular activities like sports, music, or art classes. Others might spend time playing video games, watching television, or using social media. Unfortunately, due to academic pressure, many children have very structured schedules and limited unstructured playtime, which I think is essential for creativity.
Do you think children today have less free time than in the past?
Yes, I would say so. In the past, children had more freedom to explore their neighborhoods, play outside, or engage in spontaneous activities. Nowadays, with safety concerns, increased screen time, and heavy academic workloads, children often have less unstructured time. While they might be more occupied, they're arguably less free in how they use their time.
What role do parents play in organizing their children's free time activities?
Parents play a significant role. They're usually the ones setting the boundaries, deciding what activities are suitable, enrolling their children in classes, or limiting screen time. Ideally, parents should strike a balance between guiding their children and allowing them to explore their interests freely. Overscheduling can be counterproductive.
Should schools include more leisure-based activities in their daily timetable?
Absolutely. Incorporating leisure based activities such as art, music, or even mindfulness sessions can enhance student well being and promote creativity. Not every child excels academically, so giving space for other talents to emerge is important. Moreover, these activities can reduce anxiety and foster a more positive attitude towards learning.
How does free time affect a child's development?
Free time is crucial for holistic development. It encourages creativity, independent thinking, emotional regulation, and even physical health if the time is spent actively. Children also learn social skills through play, like negotiation, empathy, and conflict resolution. Without adequate free time, children may feel burnt out or overly dependent on external structure.
Thank you very much, Jessica. That is the end of the speaking test.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Listen to the band score breakdown 1. Fluency and coherence. Effortless flow of speech with no noticeable hesitation or unnatural pauses. Jessica's ideas are fully extended and logically sequenced, particularly evident in Part 2 and Part 3 responses. She uses cohesive devices naturally and precisely. For example, she uses the following words: that said, on top of that, to this day, looking back, nowadays, with. Jessica's presentation in Part 2 is particularly cohesive. It follows a chronological structure that is from childhood setting. Building the treehouse, reasons it was meaningful. Reflection on long-term value, demonstrating excellent narrative development. Jessica speaks at length without effort, consistently maintains coherence, and uses natural discourse markers for elaboration and contrast. 2. Lexical resource. Jessica uses a wide range of topic-specific and idiomatic vocabulary with precision and flexibility. Some examples from the interview include rickety little structure, second home, sweet tooth, artisanal brands, recharge mentally and physically, overly dependent on external structure, a shared sense of purpose, carpentry skills, holistic development, and sentimental value. Examiners love collocations and idioms, and Jessica does not disappoint. She uses the following collocations and idioms: no grown-ups allowed, sense of wonder, run wild, take a break, spark creativity, striking a balance, and burnt out. Jessica's vocabulary is precise, natural, and thematically rich, perfectly suited for personal narratives and abstract discussion. 3. Grammatical range and accuracy. Jessica uses a wide range of structures. She uses complex sentences, for example. She says, while they might be more occupied, they're arguably less free in how they use their time. In addition, she uses conditionals, for example. She says, had we not been allowed so much freedom, I doubt the experience would have stuck with me as much. There are no noticeable grammatical errors. Sentences are well punctuated, where relevant, with accurate tenses and article usage. Jessica demonstrates full control over a broad range of complex structures, used accurately and flexibly throughout. Jessica exemplifies a Band 9 speaker, displaying full fluency, lexical sophistication, grammatical control, and engaging pronunciation across all three parts. The transitions between personal stories and broader commentary are seamless, indicating full command of the spoken language. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss 2 videos I publish weekly. All the best in your preparation.